Hi friends, welcome back. In one of my previous videos, I showed you how I prep and store my fresh veggies and fresh food. Today I'm going to be showing you part 2 of that video, how I prep and store my protein, that's my turkey meat and my fishes. So step through to watch this video to the end. If you haven't subscribed, please just hit the subscription button, turn off your notifications, and then you will get notified of my subsequent video. Relax and enjoy. So these are turkey thighs, and I usually buy them in bulk from the wholesale market. I do monthly shopping and it saved me cost, saved me times. So this particular set, they were very big, and it took me a whole lot of time and energy to cut them into pieces. It's supposed to be done by a bigger cutting tool, but unfortunately it was just a small knife that I have in my kitchen. Anyway, it did help me. It does the job, though it was stressful and strenuous for me, but I enjoy every part of it. I never knew I was a good butcher until this day when I put my butchering skills into work. Maybe I will add this to my CV and look at it in the future and take it as a full-time job. It could pay the bills, who knows? So at this point, I was done cutting all my turkey meat into pieces, and I'm just adding a little lemon to wash it. I love to use lemon to wash my food stuff, especially the meat, just to help make it more safe for consumption. So for personal reasons, I love to always take off the skin from my turkeys and chicken, most especially. I don't know if I'm the only person that does this. I do not like them. So I'm just, at this point, I'm taking my time to take off the skin from all the pieces of this turkey meat. And I'm just gonna do that and gradually complete the washing process. So here I am done washing my meat. You can see how beautifully clean they are looking. So I'm just going to proceed into my spices. I'm using natural spices here. I'm going to leave that on the description box. So I'm adding all my spices into my blender, and I'm just going to give it a little blend into my own desired consistency. So I've divided my meat into two portions. I'm going to oven dry one, and then the other I'm going to cook it so that I can use it to do whatever or use it to prepare whatever meals I want later. So I just put my blended spices at the bottom of the bowl there, and I'll go in with some part of the meat, and then I'll just be adding the spices intermittently, mixed, give it a good stir just to mix everything properly, and do the same to the other one in the pot. So by the time I was done seasoning all my meat, I left the one in the pot to be cooked for some minutes while I put the other in the fridge, and then allow all the ingredients to be properly absorbed in it for like 1 hour. So while I was done prepping my turkey meat and waiting for it to be cooked, I moved over to my fishes. Here is my hagfish. I love hagfish. I can eat it every day. So again, I'm just adding up a lemon to clean it up, and then I'm gonna be taking off the scale from it, and I will wash it as usual, give it a proper clean, and then cut them into smaller pieces. Because I've already used my knife to cut the turkey thigh, so the knife was now not responding again at this point. It was very hard to get the fishes cut, but anyways, I managed to pull through it. I get it done. So here I'm done cutting my egg fishes into smaller pieces. I'm just going to prepare the spices I'm going to be using to season it. So after adding all my spices into the bowl, I'm also gonna add a little quantity of water to it. Give it a little stir to mix everything properly, and then I'll go ahead and pour this on my fishes. When I was done seasoning my fishes, I covered the bowl with a film, and I left it in the fridge for like 45 minutes to allow the ingredient properly absorbed into the body of the fish. After like 45 minutes, I brought out my fish and get them aligned onto my oven rack. I'm just gonna put this into my oven. I started off with a temperature of 180 because I didn't want it to get burnt before they were dry. So I just started off 180 and I increased it gradually to, I think, a maximum of 250, really depend on your oven type. At this point, my turkey meat were properly cooked and I allowed it to cool off, and I started separating the meat from the meat stalks, and then I'm gonna pack this into my Ziploc bag for storage. Oh yes, at this point my oven grilled fishes are ready, so I'm just gonna pack this again in the Ziploc bag and store them in the freezer. Once I was done with the fishes, I moved over again to my other part of the turkey meat that was left in the fridge. So I'm also gonna put this again into my oven and allow it to grill. And again, I'm starting off with a low temperature because I don't want it to be to get burned before they were all dry. Hello, please, if you haven't subscribed up to this point, please can you pause the video and hit the subscription button. Thank you. Yeah, after like I think 45 minutes, yeah, this is my meat, my turkey meat is ready for storage. Yeah, it was a very busy day for me, I mean almost the whole day prepping all this, but it worth it because this is gonna last me in the next 2-3 months. I'm not gonna be buying any proteins from the store. I'm just gonna be taking from here to do my stew, to cook any food I want. So once all my proteins were prepped and ready for storage, I push them into the freezer. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. If you haven't subscribed, please do that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.